Thank
passion
you.
is so real
Thank you.
and it's so genuine. Like I immediately felt, oh, hey guys. So after like about an hour of searching, I literally thought you guys packed up and left. Because I was looking, I was trying to come back to this booth and like, anyways, the numbers got mixed up. I thought it was 2906.
I did too.
Oh my God. And then another thing was saying 1811, so I went there.
Okay.
And anyways, now I'm here. Alley Cat, I finally found the product that I wanted to show you. So this is the indoor hunting feeder for cats. And this is Dr. Liz.
Hi, I'm Dr. Liz Bale.
Okay. And Doctor, when you were telling me about how, okay, so let's just start from the beginning.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the majority of the reason why cats are put down, or the reason for cats' death, is euthanasia. I didn't know that.
It's a terrible thing, and it's upsetting to even talk about, right? It breaks your heart. But the number one cause of death for cats is euthanasia.
It's amazing.
More than cancer, more than being hit by a car, more than infectious disease.
I didn't know that.
And the reason for that is behavior. So people get frustrated. Like, how many times can your cat pee on your laundry or puke on your floor, and your husband steps in and he's like, I can't deal with this anymore.
Yeah.
So they end up getting taken back to the shelter. And unfortunately, there's just not room, and a lot of those cats end up being put to sleep. And that's the number one cause of death for our cats, is euthanasia from behavior problems. And those behavior problems almost always happen because we just don't understand our cats. And we can set up our homes differently. We can give them what they need that meets their natural instincts. And when we do that, they're not scared and desperate and sad. They're happy and relaxed. And then they behave in the way that it's like our dream cat. And they
just by feeding them differently.
Well, let's start with feeding. So, humans and dogs are pack animals. We want to eat together. We feed on meals. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A dog can eat 1 or 2 meals a day, and that's great, from a bowl in the kitchen, and that's great.
Yeah.
Cats are totally different and really misunderstood. So, cats, we talk about, even little kids know, right? A game of cat and mouse.
Yeah.
But cats are hunters. And we think about it like it's fun and a joke, but it's actually very serious. If a cat in nature is awake, 80% of the time, they're hunting. Isn't that amazing? So
they're hunting most of the
physical and psychological makeup is a drive to hunt. That not only impacts their exercise and their mental well-being, but it impacts their physical health and their digestion as well. So a mouse or a bird, which is their typical prey, what they can eat of that is about the size of a ping pong ball. So Mother Nature made their stomach the size of a ping pong ball. They're supposed to eat that amount many times throughout the day and night, not meal feed like people. So, boiled down, what does that mean? Cats need to hunt, catch, and play with multiple small meals in a 24-hour period, not eat meals from a bowl, not eat big meals from a bowl, and no bowls at all. So, if you're feeding dry cat food, that equates to about 5 servings of a ping pong ball size at different times throughout the day and night. Not just the food. A good meal for a cat is expressing those predatory instincts at mealtime. So they need to seek out their prey, catch it, and play with it before eating. It's really important to their physical and mental well-being.
So just by portioning their food, that's not enough?
It's really not enough. There's timed feeders who say I'll release 2 tablespoons of food every 5 hours or something. But unfortunately, that doesn't help a cat, because cats need to receive multiple signals to understand what's going on. So what happens is they just become food obsessed. If you talk to someone who feeds from a feeder, from a timed feeder, very commonly what you'll hear is the cat just sits and stares at the feeder all the time. They really don't even engage with the environment. They just are waiting, because they don't understand this food comes at odd intervals with no other signals. So I'll just wait here and eventually it comes. It actually makes them kind of, if you were talking
neurotic?
in human terms, like neurotic, obsessive compulsive, because they don't understand.
Yeah.
What they understand is hunting. So they use their nose. Their sense of smell is 40 times stronger than yours or mine. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So if I could smell my dinner on this table, they can smell it 3 miles away.
Oh, wow.
So they need to engage that olfactory sense, we call it, as part of the mealtime process. So they engage their sense of smell, they hunt and find their food. And then once they catch it, they really need to manipulate it and then have that small meal, and that's a meal for a cat. It's not just calories. It's both a physical and a nutritional process.
And the emotional.
It's an emotional process. So think about how that important it is to them. And then, by feeding them, if we keep them inside and feed them from a bowl, we took it all away. They don't even have the option to go get what they need. Now, be careful when I say that. Still in America, the American Association of Feline Practitioners, which I'm a member of, says we should keep our cats indoors only because it's so dangerous out there with cars and fights and all the reasons that it's dangerous. But we need to bring their needs inside to keep them happy and healthy. And it's actually not hard. We can do it, and that's why I invented this product.
Yeah, I love it. I love why you made it. It's not just like we have a great product. This is, what it does. It's just like why you're doing it.
There's no other solution. So I learned all this information. It's been studied. This is not my idea. This has been studied. We know this, and we know when you take it away, it's making cats sick and bored and fat. You guys out there who have cats, you guys, you know. Cats gobble up their food and puke it right back up.
Yeah.
They pee outside the litter box. They will wake you up at night to eat. They attack your ankles and feet. All those are prey drive that's not met. So a cat's going to gobble up a bunch of food, but remember, their stomach's the size of a ping pong ball, so there's nowhere for it to go, and they puke it right back up. So all those things come from feeding them incorrectly. And that's why we invented this. I invented this to feed them correctly, and when you feed them correctly, those behavior problems drift away.
So if I'm looking for your product, do I just go on your website?
Yeah, it's printed up there,
docandphoebe.com.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! And so
this is it. So the way it comes is you have 5 of these mouse-shaped feeders.
And because you have to feed them 5 different times a day.
Well, and actually, so it's kind of a trick. So you put these out at one time. You hide them. So your job, the human job, is to just put in 1 scoop of food into each of the 5.
Okay.
And then hide them. So it takes you a minute or 2 in the morning before you go to work.
Yeah.
And now your cat gets to hunt and catch and play 5 times while you're gone.
Okay. So then your furniture's not scratched up.
So all those bad behaviors start to go in, and this is what we call the trainer.
Okay.
So we need to give your cat some tips on how to start learning to eat this way.
Okay.
And that's what the trainer's for. This is sort of the missing link. They can see it really easily and smell it, and the food tips out super easy.
Then
you move on to the feeders, and in the beginning you hide them simply, and as they learn, then you get more and more challenging about where you hide them.
Okay.
If you want to see the movie, that's sort of how they play with it, and it dispenses that small portion of food. That's filling the trainer and learning how to use it. In the beginning, you're going to put it where you had the bowl in the kitchen. Once they learn, you put it all over the house. So now they
start looking for it.
They spend their day climbing and exercising all over the house. So a cat really doesn't have any incentive with the way that we house them now. No incentive to move.
Yeah.
When they're doing this, hunting is their built-in exercise. So now they're going up the stairs into the bedroom. They're going down into the basement. They're climbing on the cat tree because that's where you put the feeder. So now they get to really get that exercise, the mental engagement, and the portion control. But all we did is give them back their natural feeding behaviors, and everything else falls into place.
By fulfilling, they feel fulfilled.
They
feel, yes.
We didn't realize it. We thought we were doing the right thing because that's how we want to eat.
Yeah.
We treat them like our babies because we love them, but they're not human, and they're not dogs. We need to understand the natural feeding behaviors of cats and give it back to them. And that's what makes them happy and healthy.
Wow. Thank you so much for explaining that.
Thank you for taking this message, because without people like you who help to bring this message to your followers, then it just stays stuck in the veterinary books.
Yeah.
And it's great, but that's not really helping anybody. You're the kind of people who help get this message to other people so they can learn and grow and change and make their cats' lives better.
Wow.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for recognizing how amazing I am. No, I'm kidding.
You are amazing.
No, I mean, this is amazing. And Alley Cat, thank you so much for asking me to cover a cat product for you, because you don't normally, I don't do cat stuff, but to me this was important enough. And Dr. Liz, her passion is so genuine and so real.
Thanks, Alley Cat.
Oh my goodness. So thank you so much. I've actually learned a lot. And the thing is, so my process, how I groom dogs, I take time to build rapport. I prep the skin. I understand why they're behaving the way they're behaving. And this,
you listen to their signals and their body language.
Yeah.
But like we said, cats are not dogs.
Yeah.
So cats see the world really differently than dogs. And I really think I have a blog, and there's so many great resources for cat behavior information. Once you start to learn about that, it's not magic, it's just taking the initiative, which I think you've got the fire now, to start to learn their body language and their communication style. And when you learn that, the relationship between you and cats is really special.
Oh.
You can do it. You can do it. So my blog is thecatadvocate.com, and all
The Catadvocate.
The Catadvocate.
The Catadvocate.
I'm the Catadvocate, advocating for cats. And when you can read through that, and also a lot of them are footnoted to other articles, where you can go down the rabbit hole, the cat hole, go up the cat tree instead of down the rabbit hole of what's available on the internet. And there's scientific articles based in veterinary research, and you'll learn about cat behavior, and the more you learn and see the world from a cat's perspective, the more you connect with cats. And you give them the signals to feel comfortable, and they do.
Yeah.
And then that bond grows and grows.
I think if I ever did do cats, I would probably have to set aside a day just for cats, right? Because I would have to put myself in a different state of mind, right?
And also cats are more comfortable and relaxed if there's not barking dogs. You know, all that kind of energy. When you set up your environment in your grooming salon, you set up that energy that speaks to a cat. It really helps.
I wouldn't be able to mix because I would literally have to put myself in a different state of mind.
Yeah, it would be best. It would be best. And like I said, if only cats are there and not dogs.
Yeah.
And I have other tips with feline pheromones that can make them feel relaxed. Carrier training. Oh, we have so much to talk about.
Awesome.
But carrier training so that we don't want a cat so upset from the car ride in to see you that they are so unraveled by the time they get there. So you can do a lot to teach your cat parents about how to make the journey in safe and comfortable for their cat's mental well-being. So many things to talk about.
Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Oh my goodness. And so I hope this video, if you actually watch the whole thing, I know you got value out of it. So I'll see you guys. All right.